The zip ties cut deep. Blood trickled down Zara Bennett's wrists, warm against cold metal. The warehouse stank of rust and salt water. Her head throbbed where they'd hit her. 7 men surrounded her chair, weapons hanging loose at their sides. Like this was already over. Dmitri Volkov stepped closer, his boots scraping concrete. Ice blue eyes. Expensive suit. The kind of man who smiled while breaking bones. 48 hours, he said, accent thick. Your husband transfers Seattle ports, or you die screaming. Zara's gaze drifted upward. Past the flickering lights. Past the men who thought they'd won. There, hanging from the pulley system, a frayed rope swayed in the draft. Her split lip curved into a smile. Blood stained her teeth. You grabbed the wrong one. Dmitri's face twisted. Confusion. Then rage. Why wasn't she afraid? His hand cracked across her face. Her head snapped sideways. The men laughed. Tough girl? Dmitri grabbed her jaw. Let's see how tough. Zara let her head hang. Let her shoulders slump. When she spoke, her voice came out soft. Southern. Scared. Please. I don't know nothing about my husband's business. Army training had taught her patience. 17 broken bones on a colonel who thought rank meant permission. The men relaxed. One nudged another, grinning. Fat American wife, he muttered in Russian. Kang's biggest mistake. Before we start, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and really I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. Zara's eyes stayed down, but her mind worked fast. Guard at 3 o'clock held his Glock wrong, finger on trigger, safety off. The one by the door yawned. No rotation schedule. Amateurs playing dress-up in a dead man's clothes. One guard moved closer to adjust her restraints. Close enough to snap his neck. Not yet. Dmitri shoved a phone in her face. Red light blinking. Beg, he ordered. Beg your husband to save you. Zara stared into the camera. Dead eyes. Empty. Min-Jun, she said flatly. They want Seattle. 48 hours. No tears. No trembling. Just facts delivered like a grocery list. Dmitri backhanded her again for the camera. Blood splattered. He smiled at the lens, then cut recording. 20 miles away, in a Bellevue compound, Kang Min-Jun watched the video for the 3rd time. His second-in-command, Pak Ji-hoon, shifted uncomfortably. Sir, we should mobilize. Min-Jun laughed. Actually laughed. The sound made Ji-hoon's blood run cold. Mobilize? Min-Jun poured whiskey, hands steady. For what? Your wife. Doesn't need rescue. Min-Jun's smile was all teeth. She needs an audience. He checked his Rolex. Calculated. Give her 4 hours. Then send cleanup crews. He raised his glass toward the screen. They have no idea what they've done. Hours crawled past. 3 guards slept in the corner. 4 stayed awake, playing cards, passing a bottle. Zara shifted in her chair. Water, she croaked. Please. The youngest guard, maybe 20, grabbed a bottle. Walked over without checking with Dmitri. Held it to her lips. Sloppy. Undisciplined. Perfect. Thank you, Zara whispered. Tested her accent again. Y'all got families? Dmitri appeared from the shadows. No talking. But Zara had already gathered what she needed. She engaged him with questions about Seattle, about territory, about the man pulling strings. Hendrik van der Berg. Dutch. Arms dealer. Thought money bought invincibility. While Dmitri talked, Zara worked her wrists. Micro-movements. The plastic zip ties had been applied wrong, parallel instead of perpendicular. Every shift loosened them a fraction. She noted the guard pattern. 3 asleep, 4 awake. Shift change every 6 hours, no overlap. The rope overhead swayed gently. Calling to her. Dmitri's phone buzzed. He stepped away, answered. Has Com responded? The voice on speaker was cold, European. Not yet, Mr. van der Berg. Hendrik's laugh crackled through. Good. Make her scream louder. I want him broken when he surrenders. Dmitri returned with pliers. Industrial. Rust-flecked. Time to make noise. He reached for Zara's left hand. Something changed in her eyes. The fear vanished. The softness died. What replaced it made Dmitri's hand freeze halfway. Empty. Predator cold. Combat ready. The zip tie snapped. One motion. Fluid. Impossibly fast for a woman her size. Zara's hand shot out, grabbed Dmitri's wrist, twisted hard. Bone cracked loud as a gunshot. His scream filled the warehouse. She yanked him forward, used his body as a shield. Her other hand found his belt knife. Pulled it free. Guards scrambled for weapons. How did the fat woman? Zara's voice cut through the chaos. Ice. No accent. No fear. I told you. The knife gleamed in her hand. Wrong. One. The blade flashed. Chaos exploded. Gunfire erupted. Bullets punched into Dmitri's back as Zara held him up, puppet-like, absorbing the shots meant for her. She threw the knife. It buried in the first guard's throat. He dropped, gurgling. Zara rolled right, incredibly fast despite her frame. Grabbed the fallen Glock. 2 shots. 2 guards hit the concrete, eyes vacant. She leaped, yes, leaped, caught the overhead rope as it swung past. The 4th guard tried to aim upward. The rope whipped around his neck. Zara's weight pulled tight. His neck snapped with a wet crack. The 5th guard fired wild. Zara swung the rope like a whip, disarming him. His gun skittered across the floor. Number 6 charged. Zara dropped, wrapped the rope around his ankles, yanked hard. His feet flew up. His skull hit concrete with the sound of a watermelon bursting. The 7th guard ran. Sprinted for the exit door. His hands hit the metal. Locked from outside. He spun around. Zara stood 15 feet away. Breathing steady. Not even winded. Rope coiled in her hands like a serpent. Blood splattered across her face and clothes, but her eyes stayed calm. Going somewhere? The guard dropped to his knees. Hands up, trembling. Words tumbled out in broken English. Please, please, I have daughter, please. Zara stepped closer. Rope dragging behind her like a tail. Did you show mercy? She asked, voice flat. When you dragged me from that store? Silence. His mouth opened. Closed. No answer came. The rope became a noose. Quick. Efficient. No hesitation. He clawed at it for 3 seconds. Then stopped. Across the warehouse, Dmitri crawled toward a fallen pistol. Broken arm dragging useless. His good hand stretched, fingers inches from the grip. Zara's boot came down. Bones crunched under her heel. Dmitri screamed. She crouched beside him. Grabbed his collar. Pulled his face close to hers. Tell Hendrik van der Berg. She whispered. I'm coming for him next. Dmitri's eyes went wide. You're letting me live? I need you, Zara said. To deliver a message. She leaned in. Whispered something in his ear. 10 words. Maybe 12. Every drop of color drained from Dmitri's face. His body went rigid. Then he started shaking. Metal screamed. The warehouse doors exploded inward. Kang Min-Jun stepped through the wreckage, tailored suit pristine. Pak Ji-hoon followed, hand on his weapon, eyes scanning. They stopped. 6 bodies. Blood painted the concrete in wide arcs. Shell casings glittered under the lights. And in the center of it all, Zara. Still holding the rope. Breathing steady. Covered head to toe in red. Min-Jun's face split into a smile. Pride. Pure and unfiltered. 4 hours, he said in Korean. You're getting slow, Yobo. Zara wiped blood from her cheek. Deadpan. I gave them a sporting chance. She walked toward him. Each step left a print. When she reached him, Min-Jun cupped her face with both hands. Didn't care about the blood. Didn't flinch. This, he said softly, is why I married you. He kissed her. Tender. Like they weren't standing in a graveyard she'd built. Ji-hoon cleared his throat. Uncomfortable. Sir? Dmitri is alive. He's asking to speak with you. Dmitri's hand shook so hard the phone almost slipped. Min-Jun had made the call for him. Put it on speaker. Held it to the broken man's mouth. Hendrik van der Berg's voice came through crisp. Impatient. Report. Dmitri's lips trembled. She says? He swallowed. Tried again. Never judge a weapon by its sheath. Silence on the other end. Then the sound of shattering glass. What did you say? Hendrik's voice cracked. She killed them all. 6 men. With just a rope. Dmitri started crying. She's coming for you, Mr. van der Berg. She told me to tell you, she's coming, and you won't see her until it's too late. 20 miles away, in his penthouse, Hendrik stared at his assistant Peter. Wine pooled on the marble floor. Glass shards glittered. His face had gone ash-white. Mobilize everything, Hendrik whispered. Everything. She's not human. The car hummed through Seattle streets. City lights blurred past the tinted windows, painting streaks of gold and red across the darkness. Zara sat in the back seat, head resting on Min-Jun's shoulder. She'd cleaned up. Changed clothes. But rope burns circled her wrists like bracelets, raw red raised. Min-Jun traced them gently with his thumb. The world will always underestimate you based on how you look. Your size. Your color. Where you're from. What they think you are. Let them. Their assumptions become your sharpest weapon. Those men saw a victim. A wife. Someone's weakness. They forgot the most important truth. The most dangerous person in any room is the one everyone dismisses. Never grab the wrong one. And if you do, you won't live long enough to regret it. Min-Jun pressed his lips to her temple. Home? Zara's eyes opened. Sharp. Focused. Already planning. Home, she agreed. Tomorrow, we deal with Hendrik. Her hand found his. Squeezed once. The rope burns caught the passing streetlights. Battle scars. Proof. Evidence of survival written in her own skin. If you've made it this far, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter of this story. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What would you have done in Zara's position? Your words might inspire someone else watching. Hit that like button if this story moved you. We'll see you in the next one.